April top news. Syria.
Iranian media and Syrian officials said that an Israeli airstrike destroyed Iran's embassy in Damascus on Monday. A Lebanese security source said that one of the dead was Mohammad Reza Zahedi, a top officer in Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps, alongside a number of Iranian officials.
Madagascar.
Authorities said that a tropical storm that hit Madagascar earlier this week and made landfall in the north of the island country in the Indian Ocean had killed 18 and left 4 persons missing. The storm also caused catastrophic flooding that partially flooded whole towns, forced 47,000 people to leave their homes.
United States.
An auction brought up $195,000 for a burial grave near the Hollywood star Marilyn Monroe's final resting place. Anthony Jabin, a software investor from Beverly Hills, stated that he had always dreamt of standing next to Monroe. The location is also near the crypt of Hugh Hefner, the creator of Playboy.
Taiwan.
9 people were killed and another 900 were injured in Taiwan's worst earthquake in at least 25 years on Wednesday. Additionally, 50 workers who were traveling in minibuses to a hotel in a national park went missing. Some structures in Hualien, near the epicenter of the 7.2 magnitude quake, tilted dangerously.
Turkey.
According to official media on Tuesday, a nightclub in Istanbul, Turkey experienced a fire that started during the day and took the life of at least 29 individuals. The Istanbul governor's office said that 7 of the 8 additionally wounded people were still in critical condition.
Italy.
Tuesday's subterranean fire and explosion at a hydroelectric power plant in northern Italy claimed at least 3 lives and left 4 more missing, according to the mayor of the area. Enel reported that it had cleared out its employees from the area and was working with fire department rescue personnel.
United States.
Elon Musk, who believes autonomous cars will be among Tesla's most significant offerings, has always had a soft spot for them. Years have passed without automobiles that can now drive themselves, despite lofty promises. Tesla will reveal its robo-taxi on August 8, according to Musk, who made the announcement on X on a Friday afternoon when businesses usually bury news.
Australia.
Police claimed that the attacker who fatally knifed 6 people at a Sydney mall was shot and killed on Saturday in the coastal neighbourhood of Bondi, while hundreds of others escaped the scene. 8 people, including a 9-month-old infant, were hospitalized with stab wounds, and 5 of the 6 people who died were women.
Italy.
According to his company, 83-year-old Italian fashion designer Roberto Cavalli, who was well known for his animal print creations that were adored by celebrities, passed away. According to Italian news agency ANSA, the designer passed away at his Florence residence on Friday.
Israel.
In a retaliatory move that increased the possibility of a larger regional battle, Iran launched explosive drones and fired missiles into Israel, marking its first direct attack on Israeli land. An unidentified Israeli official was quoted by Israel's Channel 12 TV as stating that there will be a significant response to the strike.
China.
3 people familiar with the situation informed that Chinese companies and Russian copper manufacturer RCC have traded in new copper wire rod that is passed off as trash, avoiding taxes and Western sanctions. An intermediate in China's Xinjiang Uyghur area shredded copper wire rod so that it was hard to tell it apart from scrap.
Indonesia.
At least 18 people were killed by landslides on Indonesia's Sulawesi island over the weekend. Local authorities said that search efforts, including police sniffer dogs, were still going on for 2 people who were reported missing. The local government in South Sulawesi also said that 2 hospital patients were in critical condition in hospital.
Sweden.
Despite strong opposition from the ruling coalition, the Swedish parliament on Wednesday approved a legislation that would facilitate legal gender transitions and reduce the legal age of consent from 18 to 16. Swedes have been able to legally change their gender since 1972, but it can take a long time, a lot of work, and a doctor's diagnosis of gender confusion.
United Arab Emirates.
As a result of flooding roads and traffic jams at Dubai's international airport, officials in the United Arab Emirates said on Friday that the number of deaths from the torrential rains earlier this week had increased to 4. Before hitting the United Arab Emirates, the storm struck Oman over the weekend, killing at least 20 people.
Indonesia.
Officials in Indonesia said that hundreds of people had to leave the area around the Ruang volcano because it had been erupting powerful plumes of lava, rocks, and ash for days. The authorities placed the situation at the highest possible alert level.
Malaysia.
During a training session on Tuesday, 2 Malaysian military helicopters collided in midair and crashed, killing all 10 troops on board and wounding a swimmer in a pool. The Navy said the helicopters were practicing for its 90th anniversary at a naval facility in northern Perak state when the disaster happened.
Gaza.
Following Israeli troops' departure from the region earlier this month, Workers with Gaza Civil Defense stated that they had discovered a mass grave containing over 300 victims inside a hospital in city of Khan Yunis. Any argument that the Israel Defense Forces buried Palestinian remains is false and unjustified.
Burkina Faso.
About 223 peasants, including at least 56 children, were murdered by Burkina Faso's military in February as part of a campaign targeting civilians who were thought to be working with jihadist insurgents. In a statement on March 1, a regional prosecutor situated in the province capital Wahiguya first brought attention to the deaths.
Tanzania.
Tanzania's Prime Minister, Kassim Majaliwa, announced on Thursday that flooding has claimed 155 lives and injured at least 236 others. In the Tanzanian capital of Dodoma, Majaliwa informed the parliament that over 200,000 people had been impacted and over 10,000 homes had been damaged.
China.
Chinese official media reported that a tornado crashed Guangzhou, a 19 million person city in southern China, on Saturday, leaving at least 5 people dead and 33 wounded. According to the Xinhua news agency, authorities claim that 141 manufacturing buildings were destroyed but that no residential homes fell.